Andy.
Hi, it's Dave.
Hi, it's Kirk.
Okay, so for today's video reaction, we've got I believe, Japanese band. I can't pronounce their name, so I'm not even going to pretend I can say it. It was in the title. It is
important that you get that right. If these are Chinese and you're calling them Japanese, that might be...
I'm fairly certain they are Japanese.
Okay.
I'm fairly certain, but yeah, we're gonna go check it out. I'm not gonna try and pronounce the name, but thought it was a very interesting band when they came up on my feed. So yeah, let's go check them out. We'll share thoughts at the end. Let's go.
What the fuck is this?
Okay, so there we go. That was Saiseiga. I'm going to go with that as my pronunciation guess. Let's kick it to you, Kirk, first this time round, as you like to talk too much. So I'm going to try and shorten you by making you go first this time.
Yeah, I'm being edited. Thoroughly enjoyable song. Can I just bring us back to this in-joke we have, whether I'm a metal elitist? Some people might call elements of that new metal, but because I don't want to be associated with that, I'm like, that is top-class groove metal. Definitely some Machine Head riffs in there, a bit of Lamb of God. I really love that 1990s bass guitar tone that they've got. You know, we had that fill. Excellent. One criticism, she overextended the clean vocals. I thought, oh, we're getting a chorus. And then she goes into another one. And I'm like, oh, how do you modulate to the next section? Did it very well, didn't they? Really good stuff. I thought it was very hard hitting. Love the thrust of it. No pissing around there. They were just straight into the groove, weren't they? They know that if they've got 5,000 people, 500 people, even 5 people in that room, every one of you are going to be spinning your head, whether you've got long or short hair. I really liked her visceral, her aggressive vocals as well. I thought she was really on the point there, wasn't she? Excellent performance. Loved her image. You know, like that really harsh undercut with the dreadlocks. Great musicianship. One question, how good is that drummer? Did you hear when she was following the sweep picking of that guitar solo? That is so difficult to do.
I thought they were all amazing.
Yeah, the musicianship levels in this band. You know, I think they downplayed probably how much they can elevate themselves as well, because they really just wanted to have a riff that served the song. It wasn't just one riff, but it wasn't 10 either. They really got the balance right. Good calibration. Yeah, I'd definitely check this band out again. And one thing, sorry, just to make out that this isn't new metal. There's a guitar solo in it. There's sweep picking. There's no hip hop. There's no rap. There are no crappy bass sounds in there. And the guitar player is a virtuoso. So that is not new metal. Over to you.
So I'm going to say no. Yeah, no, there were new metal undertones in points in there, but it's definitely not a new metal track. So many different thoughts going through my head about this particular track. The first thing is I really liked it. Thought it was a great song. I really love the intro. I love it when it just drops. Even when she's still clapping along with that tempo, it instantly makes you just want to headbang. I love the change up in pace. That was cool. Vocally, when she goes clean, she actually reminded me a little bit of the tone of the vocals from the Love Bite singer. I heard the same tone there, which I thought was good. The other thing I suddenly kind of came to my mind while I was listening to this is that Japanese bands do one thing that a lot of the European bands and the American bands don't do. Is European and American bands and stuff like that like to have quite a rigid structure within the same style. So if they're playing a thrash song, it's thrash from start to finish. If it's a doom song, it's doom from start to finish. What we seem to be coming across with Japanese bands is they don't seem to be sort of restricted by genre or style, so they just kind of throw whatever they like, the kitchen sinks in the song. Yeah. They'll do a groove metal and then they'll drop into some sort of pop style thing, or they'll just completely change, and it's very difficult when you first start listening to it to kind of get your brain to suddenly understand what's going on. Yeah, I don't think do you know, like some of the other bands like Maxim and the Hormone and Nemphila that we've reacted to, maybe not Nemphila, but they didn't go for that paradoxical approach, you know, with the contrast. That's like, you know, you say you love stuff with groove. Through that, you're just thinking, right, where's the one going to land on the snare? And it does it every time, doesn't it? It's just absolute gold, that. It was a great track. I'm thinking the more you kind of start understanding that the Japanese bands that we've come across, and especially that there's loads out there, are just not as, I guess, they're not as restricted as I find a lot of the European bands and the UK bands are. They are restricted by their genres. Yeah. And although we talk about it, and I'm sure we'll have a discussion about that later day about genres and why bands don't like to be put into genres, but we can listen to albums and they sound like they're from a genre. We just did Obituary, and Obituary sounds like Obituary. Yeah. They're not going to have suddenly halfway through a song a pop break, are they? No. And go into a pop song. But Japanese bands will go, no, they don't think a second thought about throwing a pop breakdown in there, and it confuses us a lot. But I'm actually becoming more accustomed to it, so I'm now, when they do a change up, because like in this song there was multiple different styles as you went through it, but I've got more used to that now. You can't expect it. I'd be more surprised with a Japanese band doing a standard structure from start to finish now.
Do you know what though? They weren't gratuitous with it though, were they?
No,
you know, when some of the stuff we've listened to, it's bipolar. It's like Mr. Bungle, isn't it? Where they're just going through 7 genres in 3 minutes, and it's all over the place. That and a real good coherence. But Andy, let's get a different viewpoint on this.
I haven't really got much of a different viewpoint, but I think for me that the most enjoyable part of that was the aggressive vocals. If she didn't undertake those at the beginning of the song and throughout, I don't think I'd have enjoyed it anywhere near as much as I did. But the music I really enjoyed. I think you can see on the footage that we got getting into that song, you know, especially certain passages. I like the tempo. A lot of it was quite slow tempo, which obviously as a Doom fan I'm going to enjoy. But I did like her cleaner vocals as well. But the aggressive ones were absolutely superb. I don't usually pick up on and listen out for and enjoy a good bass sound in music and songs, but this one was great. You know, it featured on its own a couple of times where it didn't go into a bass solo, but you could hear it in the mix, and it was really good. The actual guitar solo as well was good. I'm not a huge fan of guitar solos, as you know, but that complemented the song really well. And the look of the video, again, I really enjoyed the vocalist. I loved her hair, loved her style. But, you know, it's got the warehouse performance video yet again that we often see. But they threw in sort of coloured smoke and coloured lights just to make it a little bit different, a little bit more memorable. And I really enjoyed that. And, yeah, really good song. You know,
hard hitting that, wasn't it?
Very enjoyable track.
Well, there we go. That was we all enjoyed the track by Saiseiga. Hopefully I got that right. Now, if you liked this video, please do like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you on another video sometime very soon. Take care.